Welcome back, baseball fans, to the Winter Baseball Classic. Great couple of cities here in play in the losers bracket. You got Memphis and New Orleans battling tonight. Memphis won this thing last year, and they lost the first two games of this best of five at home. One more loss and they're done. They won it last year. They're about to get knocked out in the losers bracket, the first round. So they need to win 3 in a row, or their little tournament runs over with. The starting pitcher for Memphis, Jim Ray. The starter for New Orleans is Tom Hall. So why are these teams in the losers bracket? Who's not here? Memphis is missing Tony Perez, Frank Robinson, Art Shamsky, Sam McDowell, Joe Negro and Phil Negro, and Blue Moon Odom. That's a lot of talent to not be present on the roster. New Orleans, they are without the services of Dave Johnson, Mickey Lolich, Rudy May. That's about it. So Memphis's team is weaker, which explains why they're down 0-2 in the series and need to win this game to stave off elimination. All right, let's get started. Dennis Menke will lead it off for Memphis, 65 against the lefty Hall. Short X. This is Amaro, who's a 3 at short. E28 at short, makes the play. Mike Shannon, 58, double 1 to 6, double. Hall, real tough against lefties, so Memphis has gone with an all right-handed lineup. Joe Torre, Lomax, that doesn't help things. Bottom of 1, Willie Davis, 34, pops out. Javier, 43, pitcher. And Reichert, 59, short. This is Maxfield, short, 2E27. Innings over. Top of 2, Johnny Bench, skies it in a right. Whitaker's a 3-13 in right field. He makes the catch. Branalea, 37K. Aspromonte, first C. Bottom of 2, Tom Haller, third. Steve Whitaker, 45. Short X. Maxwell, 2E27. And with 2 outs, Clendenon, K's. Nothing going on here. Top of 3, Amos Otis, 2-6, K. Rojas, second X. Javier. And 2 outs for Maxwell. Double 1 to 6 is a double. Menke with 2 outs, 64, catcher's card. This is Haller, 3-4 behind the plate. Bottom of the 3rd, Ruben Amaro, 1-5, center. Morel, 54, second X. Rojas, a 2E21 at second base, makes the play. An A-Rod, original A-Rod, 6'11's a walk. Original A-Rod walks for Willie Davis, 56 Ks. We go to the 4th, each team a batter over the minimum, scoreless. Mike Shannon, skies the left. Joe Torre, Ks. Johnny Bench, 56, bouncer to second. Some great pitching in this game between Jim Ray and Tom Hall. All right, Javier, 1-9, triple 1 to 3 double, that's a double. Reichert, 39, is a single to center. Javier is a 16 runner. Otis is going to run, and he scores. And just like that, New Orleans has a 1-0 lead, and they are 15 outs away from the sweep. Good news for them. Tom Haller, 57K. Whitaker, 38K. Clendenon, 610K. 5th inning, 1-0. Branalea, 1-4K. Aspromonte, 2-5, pops out. Amos Otis, 68, it's a single. And 2 outs for Cookie. Rojas strikes out. Boy, Memphis, they do not look like the juggernaut from 2020. A year has gone by and pretty weak showing in the tournament thus far. Bottom of the fifth inning, Ruben Amaro, 69, single. Von Morel, 2-5, 6-4-3, double play. And original A-Rod, center. We go to the sixth. Maxwell, 56, second X. Tom Hall, Javier, he makes the play. Boy, if Tom Hall pitched this well against right-handed pitchers his whole career, he would have gone in the Hall of Fame. My goodness. No lefties in this lineup. Mankey, 33, pops out. Mike Shannon, 1-8, single 1-10, lines out. We go to the bottom of the sixth inning. It's just 1-0. Willie Davis, 2-3, pops out. I haven't shown any cards in this game because it hasn't mattered. No one's getting on base. There's no evaluations to even do. A lot of these players are already in the Summer League anyway, it looks like. Javier, 47, a K. And Reichert, 64, short X. And this is Maxwell. We'll go to the seventh inning. It's only 1-0. Tom Hall in the seventh. Joe Torre, 64, catcher's card. 3-4 is Haller, makes the play. Johnny Bench against a lefty. We could use a solo home run at least. Oh, he gets a base hit. Face hit. Branalea. 3-6 is a walk. Here we go. Trouble. Hall's a starter 7. It's a starter 6. Sorry. Starter 6 in the seventh inning. He's about to break, but you're going to have to break him to get him out of there. Monte, 55K. And with 2 outs, Amos Otis, 69, rolls to second base. Memphis, feeble. 1-0 game in game 3 of a best of 5. In New Orleans, they've already won 2. They're 6 outs away from the sweep. 7th inning stretch. We got Dr. John. They call him the Night Tripper. Gree, 1968. Classic. New Orleans gumbo tune happening here. Their neighbors from the north of Memphis have come to New Orleans, and they have not brought their bats with them. So, bottom of the 7th inning, New Orleans against Jim Ray. Hard luck starter Jim Ray's given up just 1 run. He's a starter 6. Tom Haller in the 7th. 57's a K. Steve Whitaker, 66 is a K. Don Clendenon, you guessed it, struck out. It's the second time the middle 3 guys have struck out 3 times in a row. Check that out. 6 strikeouts the last 6 at-bats. 8th inning for Tom frickin' Hall. Rojas in the 8th, 1-7, short. Maxwell, 65, short X. Amaro's a 3. And Mankey, 58, double 1 is 6, is a double. All right, you got the tie run in scoring position for Mike Shannon with 2 outs in the 8th. 37's a grounder to short. Haven't shown a card. In a 1-0 game, we've had nothing in the way of offense here. Jim Ray's going to stick it out. Ruben Amaro's the batter. 1-7 is a K. Morel, 55 is a K. And original A-Rod, 2-5 pops out. All right. There's no defense to even bring in. Tom Hall, you just got to beat him in the 9th. He ain't coming out, even if you break him. He's pitching 9 innings, period. So, you got Torre, you got Bench, you got Elea. I might want to remind everyone that all 3 of the guys are in the Summer League. Torre with his 70 card, though the idea of bumping him up to his 71 card when he had that monster year is what St. Louis will do. Bench's MVP card of 70s in the Summer League. And Elea is got a All-Star Game card from Colorado in the Summer League. Let's actually, since I haven't taken pictures of cards, let's do this now. Let's look at Joe Torre first. You see, it's a good card, but just not nearly as good as the 70 and 71 cards. So Joe Torre will lead off the 9th. 1-8, grounds are short. All right, next up, Johnny Bench. We'll take a look at him. As you can see, he's a stud player here. And when you look at the stats, 293 with 26 homers, but in 1970, dude hit 45 home runs. So, yeah, that's self-explanatory there. Johnny Bench, with 1 out in the 9th inning against Haller, the pitch. 58, double 1 to 6, a base hit. All right, Johnny is on first base. Next up, Brant Allier. Let's take a look at him. Has a card similar to this for the Colorado Rockies, and it really produced last year, and the Rockies made a nice little run with this guy batting in the cleanup spot. A lot of power, some one base. It's not really a factor of me scouting players, which is what the point of this tournament is. The only guys to really scout out were Mike Shannon, Aspromonte, Mike Lum, and the pitching staff pretty much, but that's where we are. Johnny Bench on first with 1 out of the 9th. Branalea, the pitch. 2-6, single 1 to 5. Lines out on a 13. 1 out away from Tom Hall throwing a CGSO. He's given up 1, 2, 3, 4, a 6-hitter. And let's look at the last guy, Bob Aspromonte. Here's his card. Is he going to get into the Summer League is the question, because this could very well be his final at-bat with a 69. This could be the end of his career, I believe, at least as far as my use of him in Strat-O-Matic. I don't think he continues after this. Well, plays all infield positions, can play left field. A B-hit runner is kind of nice. You want your righty to hit lefties better than righties. He does that. Does he do it well enough? 253. I like the versatility. He could be a 4th infielder for a team, middle infielder. He's got a chance. Maybe if he does something productive now, will weigh in his favor. So here it is. We're all up to Bob Aspromonte versus Tom Hall with 2 outs in the 9th inning of a 1-0 game. The Memphis Bells, or Beals, named after Beale Street in Memphis, winners of the Winter Baseball Classic last year, are 1 strike away of being eliminated in the losers bracket. The pitch to Bob Aspromonte. 3-12, fly ball to left field. That was quick and easy. Matching complete games for Ray and Hall, and Memphis is toast. We'll take this elimination video through its paces, since this is the first time I've had a team eliminated while playing. Tom Hall gets the win, 6-hitter, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, complete game. Jim Ray loses, just 3 hits and a run, a walk, 11 strikeouts and a walk, and his complete game. 1,009, a 108, 1,306, 1,6, 111. Okay, that was game 3. Memphis toast. Wow, shocker. The host calls it an early night. Eliminated after just 2 rounds. Not a good look. So let's see the year-to-date numbers through the tournament for the 2 squads. So New Orleans evens up their record at 4-4. So they were 1-4 in round 1, and they come back with a sweep. So they're hitting, look at this. They're advancing with a 177 team batting average and a 215 team ERA. And Memphis finishes 2-7. Again, 7 losses will get you out quickly. That means you lost 4 games in the round of 7 and 3 games in the round of 5. That's 7 losses is what knocks every team out in the first 2 rounds. They hit 214, a respectable 350 team ERA. How did Bench and Torrey do? Bench was 8 for 31. That's not too bad. And Torrey was 9 for 35, but not too great either. So year to date, we're still 252, 376. And when we go to the bracket, let's go to the bracket now. We can also update what happened in the green bracket, where Halifax was playing Vancouver. Halifax got eliminated with 7 losses, 4-7, and Vancouver advances with a losing record, 3-5. So we're over here in the losers bracket. New Orleans is your winner, 3-0. Let me scroll up a little bit here so we can get the top part of the bracket. So New Orleans loses to Tucson. They were 1-4, but they get 3 straight wins, so that makes them 4-4. I'm going to plug them into this open hole for now with a 4-4 record. And Memphis, wow. There they are as the number 1 seed. They lost 4-2, and then they just got swept. So they only won 2 games, 2-7. So when you add up the records of all the squads in a region, the net should be 0. So 2-5 is a -5. This is the number we're looking at to get a net of 0. 4-4 is 0. 6-5 is 1. And 7-3 is 4. You add these numbers up, the net is 0. So we still have 2 more brackets to play. But we can do an elimination video for Memphis after I finish the accounting purposes here. New Orleans advances. We'll just go right to Don Sutton in their first round game, Jerry Robertson, and then Tom Hall. And Memphis is out. They are off. They got knocked out of the tournament. There you go. Wow. All right. So next up, I'll do a little exit interview of Memphis, looking at the cards. Thanks for checking out the video. We'll see you next time. Okay, baseball fans, this is the end of Memphis this year as they get knocked out. And we've got to take a look at these cards and see what happens next. Jim Ray, trying to get into the league, pitched to Jim. Starter 6. Boy, he strikes out a lot of guys. I don't see anything wrong with the dude. Was probably not in the league thus far because of competition. I think this time he gets into the league. 3.91 ERA. Good chance. Good chance. Bill Burback. Let's see here. Well, walks a lot of guys, doesn't give a lot of hits, for what that's worth. The 3.64 ERA. Intriguing player. Probably more of a reliever. But that's a lot of walks. So who knows. Gerald Nyman. Again, a lot of walks. Walks and homers, not a great combination. Starter 6. Lefty. Being left-handed helps a whole lot. 5.26 ERA though. Probably not, but who knows. Anything can be said for lefties here in the Summer League. Bobby Bolin, no, I don't think so. As a matter of fact, he had a couple lousy starts. And 4.44 ERA was generous. He's really not that good, in my opinion. Jaster, oh, it's just too many home runs right there. Forget it. Not going to have him, even though he's left-handed. Ray Jarvis, nothing special here. Probably not. Clyde Wright, not this particular card you're looking at, but Wright has got some nice cards coming up in the years 70 and 71, so he'll probably get in the league with one of those cards. Okay, Mickelson's already in the league with the Dodgers. Otis is already in the league with Kansas City. Nameless card, of course. Rookie card with the Mets, I believe. Or at least it's 93 at-bats with the Mets and a 151 batting average, but I had to print an outfielder card, and Otis had name recognition, so I printed his. Rojas, believe it or not, will hit 372 and get into the league for Kansas City, I believe. Maxfield's already in the league. Okay. Jim Stewart, very useful player. Switch hitter, infielder, outfielder, sort of the Darryl Thomas of his era. He could get into the league because of his versatility. Mike Lum, great defense. Hits about 260, but no power, no speed. Meh. Just not enough tricks in his arsenal. I mean, I like that defense, but too much competition at corner outfielder. Pinson's already in the league. Don't have to worry about him. And now you'll see the guys we know are in the league. Menke with the Astros. Mike Shannon, this is a St. Louis near the end of his career. This is 68 World Series, 69. He still had a lot of plate appearances. Look at that, 600 plate appearances with 12 homers and a 254 average for the Cardinals. One more year, you could do it. Would be a bad idea, because even if you get him into the league with one more year left, you don't have to worry about him, being bad in multiple years. So he might get into the league as a one-year stopgap player. And of course, we talked about Torrey on the Cardinals. Plenty of gas left in his tank. Same with Bench. Bench will pitch through the entire 16-year run of the carryover league. He always has a card, and probably one of the greatest players in Strat-O-Matic history during this era. Not much more needs to be said about how awesome Johnny Bench is. Of course, he doesn't play center field this year. Hopefully, you can plug him into center field in 1970 if you have an emergency. So yeah, this guy doesn't have a long shelf life. His career will end pretty soon, but he goes out with a nice bang. Homers and on base in this year and also in 1970. And lastly, Aspromonte, in a similar boat as Mike Shannon, who you just saw that card. 1 year player, more versatile than Shannon. He might take Shannon's job, because they're really the same 253, 254 hitter who are third baseman, some other jazz on the card. There's nothing special here. But again, a 1 year rental player to fill in for a team that needs a fourth infielder. And that's it for Memphis. We have 2 teams down and 14 more to go. And hope you're enjoying the Winter Baseball Classic. We'll see you next time.